Said I am going to make a frame for this to go on the front end of my John Deere tractor. All right, guys, let's build this thing. Welcome back. Sorry for the wind, guys. A heck of a lot of wind right now. So I ordered these off a company. Went and bought the pipe. You can see it's really thick, heavy duty. This is going to be the attachment for the auger. So I'm building my own attachment. Skid steer attachment don't work. These are hooks to pins. That's why they call it a hook, and these are the pins. So it's a hook to pin setup for a John Deere tractor. I normally like to build my own stuff, so I got everything measured out as far as my distance here, over there, on top, and you can see where I scribed it. My end to end from here to here is 16 inches. They're pretty on the spot. I mean, they cut clean, they cut no burrs, really clean cuts. I mean, look at that. What they call a cold cut saw. This is true square. These are my plates. Put them against the pipe. No air gaps, no air gaps. Our distance is perfect. My center here to center over there is perfect. I got the end pieces aligned and good. This will be the attachment. What I did was, as you can tell, it's pretty snug in there. And I will have a hard bolt here and a hard bolt coming out here, and then a plate to move this in. I want to be able to remove this so I can use this attachment as a hay spear, whatever I need it for. This is a very heavy duty attachment. It's all I can tell you is this is where the auger will go. It's got pretty good tolerance. It's not real tight. I will drill out and put a grease cert there. Other than that, guys, it is coming along great. This also, if I want to move, so right here, the way it sits on the edge, I can see through my tractor window between the tire and the hood. I can see all the way down. So I don't have to be getting out and looking where I'm going to put the auger. I will be able to see the ground and be able to put my auger there. Like I said, this will move. If I want to move it around, unscrew the bracket, and there it is. You know, I can move it around, no biggie. It is coming along. Nice clean welds, cutting them down. I'm gonna polish these up a little bit. This is just tack welded right now because I do want to do a fit on the tractor. You never know. Right now it's just 4 little tacks, so not too bad. Cleaning all this stuff up, round off these edges here, which I did over here already. And that's not bad weld, guys. What that is, penetration. I could have cooled it down a little bit, but I didn't want to. Well, new project, guys. This one's cool. 2-inch square tubing, 1/8 inch thick. New project, we'll keep you posted. You'll like this one. Well, guys, coming along. It's gonna be another gate, but it's gonna be a special gate. You will like this one. Like I say, guys, always measure twice and cut once, okay? Because besides square tubing and metal right now, it's pretty high. So measure twice, cut once. And look at this shadow. See that little shadow, this saw? And look at that, spot on. Evolution. It's the way to go, guys. Well, we're putting caps on the openings of the gate here. and they're coming out pretty good. Once I buff them out, polish them up, it's gonna look really good. Got the old Evolution saw there going. Milwaukee, Ryobi grinder, Ryobi polisher, brush on there, cleaning up those welds. Welcome back to the channel, guys. Appreciate every one of y'all. Like and subscribe if you haven't done so. I appreciate it. This is a head gate I'm making. It will, or a head stop, sorry. This will go in my pens for the heifers and the steers, the show heifers and show steers, or bulls, whatever I'm going to be breaking. And this will be an initial stop to put them on a halter. That way I'm not running around after them inside. Right now I'm going to weld these on here. It'll have two of them, so it'll really tie in and they can't yank it out. Well, we got this down pretty good. For the finer things in life, the Miller-Matic 130 XP. I've had this for about 25 years. And guys, it's never let me down. I mean, it's a workhorse. Gets the job done. So the brackets are on. These are the door latches. I can put a lock or whatever I want. A latch or whatever. We're going to throw a light weld on that. Eyes ain't what they used to be, guys. But from what I can see, it looks pretty good. Not too bad. Got the job done. Sealed it up. All right. We'll do the other one. Guys, I'd have to admit, Vibor makes a nice product. This is a welding helmet with a wide view from the sides as well. The good thing about this helmet that Vibor makes, it's also a grinding helmet. So if you're doing several things, you don't have to be taking off your helmet. It goes to clear, automatic. Works really, really well. Very pleased with this Vibor product. They make some nice things at half the price, guys. I mean, you can't go wrong. From welding to grinding or cleaning or buffing, you can use the same helmet all the time. And it's just convenient to have it. I'm really pleased with this helmet that Vibor sells. They have various different kinds. Check out Vibor for your welding needs as well. They have some plasma cutters. They have a lot of different things that you can use when you're welding up stuff. Remember, you can use the same helmet to grind right here. Push of a little button while you have it on. You don't even have to flick it up or anything. Just hit it, get your grinder, and get at it. Thanks a lot, Vibor. All right, guys, I prepared my metal. I washed this with soap and water and took all the oil protectant and stuff like that with a bristle sponge. And now I'm going to put some Rust-Oleum rock acrylic direct to metal acrylic enamel. Guys, this stuff is good. I mean, it's really good. What it says, direct to metal. Clean metal, of course. Preparation is you wash it, take all the mill scale, everything as much as you can off, and you know, a little rust like that's not going to hurt you. But this thing is ready, clean. This is some good paint, guys. Rust-Oleum rock acrylic. All right, just goes brushed on with a enamel brush. Well, guys, here it is, the head gate, or head stop or lock, whatever you want to call it. These things right here will catch right here and it'll lock. Got it spaced out good enough for the calves. And there are my hinges right there, all welded in. Down there as well. And let's see how this thing works. Okay. So let's put the locking mechanism up. right there. We can put a pin just to hold it in place. And this guy will come in for a snack. And let's see how it works. He's done. I unlocked it so he can get out if he wants. So he should be coming up the top. So I might have to drop the gate a little bit or put the feed on a stand.